Okay, I think we are on air. Hello, welcome to another segment of Like It or Not. Today we will talk about how we got, let's say, pulled into the tech world, like let's say like the computing world and the IT and yeah, anything related to the IT or computing world. Like we tend to like exchange IT and computing quite often. So you would expect me to always interchange those terms. Like so basically we talk about like how we got fascinated with it, and then like how much we did so far. Yeah, things like that. Yeah. So like you want me to start first or you?
Well, just to give a bit of background, both of us are software developers. I think Chankit deals more with sort of lower level kind of things. So by lower level, I mean closer to the hardware, where I'm mostly dealing with the web, the mobile app, backend, the server side of things. Yeah, I think Kit, you can start first.
Yeah. To add on online, right? So basically, I do some of the front end as well, but like I barely touch on the surface. So like, yeah, that's it. So I think I will need to go back to the time when I was like,
5.
no, no, maybe 13 or 14. Yeah, when I was 13 or 14. So there was a friend of mine who talked about, like, um, back then, right, we know nothing about computers, so we say, oh, like, you can use like Linux computer, like OS to hack into other computers, right? Like we back then we until now, right, we still think hacking is cool, right? I mean, like, so oh, like you can use Linux to hack computer and that'll be cool, like that'll be awesome, like. So what back then, like when I told this to like my sister's boyfriend back then, he's my brother-in-law now, but back then he was my sister's boyfriend. So I told him that, and then like I think soon, like he gave me a Linux, like I mean a Linux live CD. It's called Slacks, I'm mistaken. It's like
Yeah.
SLAX, yeah. It's called a live CD, and like the good thing about the live CD is like it's not destructive. That's why it's called live CD. Like, so like you can pop in like into your CD drive, and then like you can just boot off it, and then you can boot off the display OS, like and like when you reboot, like all the changes are gone, like because it's a live CD, like all the changes are saved into RAM, and then like when you reboot everything, like everything's lost, like, but that's good enough.
Yeah.
But that's good enough for a starter, right? So and back then, like I was quite happy with the OS, although they didn't use it to hack anybody's computer, of course, like that's illegal, right? But
Well, we wouldn't know.
but the feeling that you have the capability to do that
Yeah,
is different, right?
yeah. When you open up the terminal and then you type something and then something shows up.
Yeah, and something
Yeah,
prints out very fast.
just to interrupt,
Yeah, sure.
we might have shown a bit of our age here because
Yeah.
now the youth nowadays might not know what
No
a CD
CD
drive
drive.
is.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah, or even floppy disk. Well, it's the old way of doing things. Basically, we don't have any USB flash drive. It's always with the CD.
Yeah, and back then USB drive was still quite expensive. I recall that
Yep,
I think like even 128 MB you will need about 100 ringgit or something. Like it's not cheap. Like those are not cheap. Like
yep.
and then where were I, like? Oh yeah, I was talking about my Linux Live CD. Yeah. Of course now it's replaced with Live USB. Yeah, but so I was quite happy
No,
with
it's
it.
replaced with online stuff. You don't even need the hardware anymore.
But you can boot cloud, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you need money for that, don't you?
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
I remember you could actually order the live CD directly from the Linux Foundation. Is it?
Yeah. And then they will
Yeah,
actually ship it for you for
it
free.
was so cool. I think I tried it with, I forgot the version number, but it felt really special when the CD arrives, like from overseas.
Yeah, like getting email like shipped to your name like from
Yeah,
overseas
yeah, yeah.
is something awesome, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it's the first time.
yeah. So what happened was like I was quite happy, but I couldn't get internet to work. So like,
Mm,
and so like, and yeah, to be for information, I was using like not an Ethernet connection. I was just using like a USB modem. So you need to have a
yeah,
driver for the USB modem. It's not as simple as
yeah.
like using an Ethernet connection. So we are connected through the USB modem and then through a DSL connection. Yeah.
Yep. Wait, you have
So
DSL back then?
yeah, back in high school, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we were using dial-up a year or two ago, like, but I think when you, but thing about dial-up is right, you the more you use, like, I mean, in terms of duration, you need to pay more because it is like
Yep,
it's like a phone
yep.
call. Like the longer you're using it, the more it costs, and then like, and then when we are using the internet, like nobody can call us or like nobody
Yep.
we can cannot call anybody. So like, we decided to just get DSL, Streamix DSL, like. And
Wow, rich guy.
no, it's cheaper. Actually, it's cheaper. When we were using dial-up, right, with our usage, we pay like 100 something, close to 200 ringgit a month. And then like when
Yeah,
we change to streaming, it's like 66 ringgit fixed. So like actually, it's actually cheaper.
yeah. I
So
mean, I couldn't bear to use internet like at all because it was so expensive.
really,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like not until Streamix actually gets more, I guess, popular and then affordable. Like when I was maybe 16.
Mhm.
So yeah, I didn't have like much internet access when I was young. Which
Yeah,
might be a surprise to the younger viewers nowadays, where internet is always available. But back then, it was a struggle to get online.
yeah. And at least I was more fortunate to get a DSL, but to be honest, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So so what happened? Yeah, then I started like like I actually posted on the Slack forum. So like I couldn't get this to work. And then they suggested bunch of things. I think to recall, right? I mean, like when I look at it right now, right? I think it's something to do with like you will need to recompile the kernel or something like that. So like yeah, along those lines, like you need to recompile the kernel, include the driver, blah blah blah. And then in the end of the day, I couldn't get it to work. So I think
Oh,
I think I
you
spent like
tried.
what yeah I spent close to 2 weeks. I mean like because like every time you reboot the system, right? So okay, let me put it this way, like so I couldn't get it to work. Then I have to reboot back to Windows
Yeah,
to get internet and post help. And then like whenever they post any guides, then I will need to like someone copy. I didn't print it. I think I just copied to a notepad or something. Copy it and then reboot back the Linux system and then try all those. And then fail and then get the error logs like and then
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
post it back. Like it's not as simple as like oh it failed, then like and then usually it would fail quite spectacularly, so like you will need to copy all the error logs, not unlike what we
Mm.
do now actually. uh,
Yeah,
uh
but more tedious.
yeah, then I have to copy and then yeah, like so that's why it took me like 2 weeks, and then in the end I couldn't get it to work somewhat. And then when I was 16, I got I think I finally I got a Ethernet card, like we internet to getting internet to work in Linux is like is I mean it's easier. So like, I finally got internet to work in Linux. Yeah, I mean that's when the how should I say, like the floodgate open, right? So like
Mm.
when I don't know how I read. Oh yeah, I didn't only post it to the Slack forum. Actually, I ended up you know, when I know how to Google back then, like how to get things to work, like so I got into like the lawyer forum. Yeah, that might not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, but the lawyer forum was okay back then, like because I didn't get into the Kopitiam section, which is bad now. So like back then I just got into the. I think they have a Linux forum and then they have a networking forum. So like
Mm-hmm.
so it was cool. Yeah, that's how I got started. And then I'm not sure how, you know, like how when I got that working, and then came my, no, like how I summarized it. Yeah, and then like me and two friends, we actually started a blog. Like back then we started it just to make money. So like what we did, right? We got an AdSense account. Like they have AdSense back then. Like so
Yeah.
and then we tried various tricks to stimulate the clicks. But of course it failed, right? So like what we asked like it failed, and then yeah, but I did persevere. I mean, I did not in cheating, of course. Like I created another separate blog
Mm.
on my own. I think it was about my favorite football club back then. But let's not talk about that.
Which is in mid-table now.
Yes. Okay, let's not talk about that.
Well,
But
actually you guys did good today though.
generally,
I mean,
okay.
against Norwich, which we couldn't, do as well. But
Anyway, never mind. Let's not talk about the football club. Okay, like that's the thing. Like back then, you know, like I was, you know, like less well informed, but I was passionate back then. Like I really tried to, you know, like write things. Even though like looking back into it, like I realized like I was so like so 16 let's put it that way. I was young and naive, right? So like that's what happened. Like but back then I was passionate, and to be honest, maybe like not many people have internet back then, so like I didn't get bash or anything on my blog for doing for writing those, right? So like they would actually, some of that even agree with me. Okay, right? Those were the internet back then, like back in those days. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
good
how I
old
got.
times.
Yeah, so like and actually the thing about writing a blog, right? You will need to add, like if you want to customize your website, you need to put some CSS. So like
Yeah,
unconsciously I picked up CSS. Like back then, like I picked up Linux, which is quite a lot for high school students. High school student, like back then. Like, I mean,
yeah.
back
But
then,
it's
like
becoming a standard nowadays, right? Like so many young kids know how to code.
not sure. Like I was a colleague talked to me like a year or two ago about IT students, right? He interviewed some of them, and then like some of them like couldn't even write a for loop code. Let's say the
Mm,
interview question was something like write a loop code like that will loop from 1 to 100, that will
right,
only print out even numbers or odd numbers. It doesn't matter. Like but
right.
and
That's
then like
the fizz
yeah.
buzz kind of thing.
Yeah, but somehow they couldn't figure out how to do it, and then like he wasn't like even like telling them to do that in a specific language. He was telling them like you can do it in a pseudocode or whatever language you want. Like if you, but
Mm,
somewhat, you know, like they couldn't complete. So like but back then, right, even though I had a Linux and what like CSS and also, right, actually I don't really know how to I mean like I don't really know programming, because like Linux commands and those things, like they're technically not a programming language. So like I didn't
yeah,
learn how to code until I went to college. Yeah, so long story short, like I went into college, like yeah, only then I started like learn how to program, things like that. And then yeah, fast forward like what 11 years later, yeah, here I am. Yeah, but I would say like after 11 years, I'm doing okay, but I think I need some how you know, like I felt that I was like less passionate than before, like compared to when I was in high school. You know,
Mm.
like I could stay up late to complete stuff, but now it's like now I just complete stuff to complete stuff. Like I mean, yeah, it wasn't good. Even though it wasn't, yeah, go on, yeah.
No, you go first.
Yeah, I was like, you know, like I felt like I don't have the how do I say like the burning passion that I had back then, like back in high school, like oh yeah, like back then like I would really like stay up late, you know, like try things out, you know, but now like less so, like I will admit less so, like so
Well,
yeah.
I I will actually put this down as a process, which is called becoming an adult because you have more responsibilities. So therefore, you have less time to do what you really like. Because back then, as a student, if you think back, we really do have a lot of time. You know, we, like school is just maybe like at most half a day worth of effort, unless you really go into the tuition side of things. But I was fortunate I didn't. So I actually had a lot of free time for myself, but I ended up spending in gaming. Yeah,
Yeah, but
so I don't think it's a matter of passion per se, because let's say if you have all the time in the world and you don't have any like I guess work responsibility, I think you would still do what you did at 16.
on probably now, like probably not now, like probably I'll just spend like 12 hours a day watching YouTube and whatnot. Like yeah,
Maybe for the first month, but after that you'll find like YouTube is getting boring and you will want to do stuff. That's just natural.
maybe we'll see. But
That's
uh
just my opinion.
yeah, it's just like I felt like yeah maybe I need to you know like do something different. Like you felt like you need to do something different for change, right? I mean mm, yeah, things like that. Yeah. How about you, like
Yeah.
how you got immersed into it? Yeah.
Oh, me? Wow. First of all, not as glamorous as you because, like I said, I didn't have like serious internet until I was 16. So most of the time I was spending on gaming, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Back then, the hot games were like Counter Strike,
Mm-hmm.
and then later it became Dota.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I did spend lots of time, and the really technical stuff that I went into was well, illegal,
Mm-hmm.
as in cracking the game.
Mm-hmm.
So you
We
need
all
to
do that,
like,
didn't we? Yeah.
yeah, well,
Hacking software.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to go into the details,
Yeah.
but it requires some technical skills. Like at least need to know where the files are located.
And then
So
edit the registry file, things like that, right? Yeah.
maybe not that deep, but sometimes you do need to do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was I was practically immersed with computers all day, but not in the programming sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I think um, my first experience wasn't as technical. It was not until college that I
Mm-hmm.
learned programming, like
Mm-hmm.
you.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't do lots of technical stuff. I didn't even know Linux that much. I just knew from a friend that I could order a live CD overseas and send to
Mm-hmm.
me, and then I did nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was just, oh, I got a CD. I'm so
CD.
happy, and then
Did your
it was
parents ask like?
somewhere.
Did your parents ask like?
Uh, no, no. I don't think they know because every afternoon when I came back from school, I was the one who collect the mails.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I just collect. Oh, that's a CD for me. So I'm not sure if they knew, but either way, yeah, that's not important.
I guess they wouldn't be
Yeah, I
worried,
did.
right? If they discover like you have just received a CD
Did
somewhere else, yeah.
I mean what could go wrong with a CD, right?
Mm.
Well, yeah, I didn't do anything about it. I didn't know any Linux command. I think I did try to install it, but that's about it. And I guess the other technical stuff that I did was to reinstall Windows multiple times, but that's quite straightforward, I think.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think yeah. Go. I think
yeah,
back.
I didn't really have like a burning passion to code or to do something serious with computer. I just really enjoyed gaming uh, at that point of my life. I wasn't like an expert or something. I just enjoyed playing.
Me
So
neither. Yeah.
yeah, so when I first got into college and then subsequently choosing IT as a pathway,
Mm-hmm.
I guess the first real motivation was, oh, I like to play games, so I would like to do, something about games. I would like to create the games. I
Create a
was
game.
naive,
Yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
and then reality hits that, game
Mm-hmm.
to make a game is really difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I think along the way I found a love for coding. I would say by process of elimination. So I didn't like biology. I hated
Me
it.
also. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, I didn't like physics because I wasn't good at it.
But
I
although you
I'm
got an A
okay.
plus.
No, I didn't. Uh, I, I I'm okay with chemistry,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with math, but I couldn't see myself doing it for the rest of my life. The others are just, something else. I'm not sure about you, but at that time, there was a real push from my parents and my relative for me to go into the medical field or at least a pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I wasn't into biology at all. So I figured that, oh, I like computers, so why not give it a go, It
So
sounds
they,
interesting.
they didn't make a big hoo-ha about, hey, you got 10 A's, you should go study
Well,
medicine
yeah,
or.
yeah, yeah. I think to some extent they did,
Mm-hmm.
but I just told them, I'm the one who is studying, right? So I should be the one who gets to choose what I will be studying.
But not
And yeah, they
everyone,
just
yeah, not every teen gets to choose what they study. Like, I
yeah. I
mean,
think I
yeah.
think it was a privilege for me to be able to, decide at a young age. I didn't know anything about computer, but decide to go into that. I just figure out what I didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and IT sounds is interesting anyway. So yeah,
Okay.
the more I learn, the more I resonate with it. So it just grows from there. And but until now, I'm still finding out like what I really like because IT itself is a huge field, as
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
There's backend, front end, DevOps, even low level driver programming.
Yeah.
There's
Actually, the
just
term
so many
DevOps
things.
didn't exist until recently. Like I thought, like just
Yeah,
back
yeah,
then we
yeah,
just call
yeah.
it system administration. Now if you go and find like Stack Overflow job, right, you will no longer find system admin job. Like you just change it.
Mm.
Then like
Yeah,
yeah. And then to actually clarify, actually back in my blogging days, right, I actually did earn some money, like although not a lot, like but for a high school student it was not bad. It's like yeah, but like the excitement that of getting a check from overseas. But the thing
yeah,
is like cashing a check is very expensive. So like I think I
yeah,
recall
yeah,
like
yeah.
the check was about $35.
That's a lot.
Um that's a lot. But the thing like but to cash it in the first place, right, you will need what 20 something ringgit. So it's basically like a third of a quarter of that amount gone already. So like,
Yeah. But
yeah,
at least
but
you get something out of it.
yeah. And then that's not bad. Actually, that's not bad. So like I did get some pocket money for that. Like, but it wasn't a
So,
lot, right? But
well,
yeah.
so
But
here's my question. So why didn't you continue?
college, college
Well,
happened.
no, 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 no.
Yeah, college happened. Yeah, I think I got
Well,
more busy. Yeah, that happened. Yeah.
wait, the blog you were referring was the Arsenal blog, is it?
Yeah. Back then, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's your reason, you know. They fell off.
No, no, but you still see a lot of
What?
people writing
They
about
fell off big.
Arsenal.
Yeah, but they fell off big time.
Whatever.
Yeah, it was. Wait, it was the year where we won the double, right? And then after that it was college. '09 was college.
Mm-hmm.
By then Arsenal was, I don't know where they were.
I think
Probably
Arsenal was
where
still
they
top four. Yeah,
probably the same as where they are now.
no, they were still
Oh, is it?
for until like maybe 2015 or something like that. Yeah, it was
Until
like,
Wenger went, right?
yeah, I think after no, I think Wenger went on 2 years until they dropped off. I mean like no, even after Arsenal dropped off the top four, right? I think Wenger was still manager for a year or two, and yeah. I think yeah, but I think we're getting off topic, right? So like
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it was good for you to get a, I guess, early start in terms of blogging, because it's not necessarily about the revenue, but I think the experience and the knowledge is more important than that.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have like a passion, the same level of passion in football. So even if I do, I didn't think about writing a blog.
Yeah, I
So
think yeah, that's what happened. Like I think after like 4 years or 3 to 4 years like working, I think like yeah, maybe like responsibility kicked in, like got bills to pay, things like that. And then like somewhat you get, less like passionate, like, and with the thing is like when you're less passionate you don't do as your job as well as you could.
yeah.
So like that's the irony, right? So like yep. So what happened? Yeah, I mean,
So will you rediscover that passion today?
I try
If
to.
you don't have as much responsibility.
Uh, one will never know, right? I mean, like,
Yeah.
I think like people can say, oh, a lot of people still have lots of bills to pay, and yet they can do things very well. Like, like maybe just me, right? I mean, sometimes you like, yeah, when maybe
Okay.
perhaps the problem.
Let
Right?
let me pose the question like this.
Okay.
Will you go back to blogging if Arsenal wins the title? Which is almost impossible, we know, but
Yeah, it's
there's a
it's a
chance.
it's a theoretical question, right?
Yeah, it is theoretical.
Perhaps still no. Perhaps still.
Okay.
I think still no. Like don't like I don't
All right.
find.
Maybe not in the blog form. Maybe something like this, a conversation, a more routine conversation. Would you be into that or no?
Vlogging, I might do that. Like because like right now, if we get used to this, right, this kind of platform, so like
Yeah.
doing this might be easier. Like actually, like
Yeah.
talking might be easier than actually writing, because writing you have to like you have to time, and then you have to revise it. But whereas when you talk, you just like like we tend to do this in just one take. For information, like we don't, once we start our video, we don't really edit them. We just we just let them continue. We just continue. Like we don't cut any of our video. Like so,
Yeah.
it might be easier for us to actually vlog rather than blog. Like because blog like usually will write a lot, and then like you would think about like you will the think too much syndrome is there, yeah, when you write. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Good point. So looking forward to your Arsenal vlog.
yeah.
Well, actually, no, I don't want them to win any titles, so maybe it's better for you not to do it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. How about you? Would you do that if like United win the title?
I mean, I didn't start, so I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
like you said, like talking is so much easier than crafting. I wouldn't say it's writing. It's more like crafting a good
Mm.
uh, a good articles. That's really hard, and writing is not my strong point anyway. So probably not blogging, but something like this I can consider.
Mm.
Especially there's like so many opportunities to banter Arsenal. So yeah, why not?
Yeah,
I mean, I can
right.
think about it. All right,
Okay,
back
okay.
to tech.
Uh,
I think that's pretty much my experience with tech. So I
yeah.
wasn't like super technical early on. I just found my groove, I guess,
Yeah.
when
Neither
I
was I, to
went
be
to
honest.
college.
Yeah. Yeah. Neither
Yeah,
was I.
sorry.
No, neither was I. I just like I
Uh,
was just a script kiddie. Yeah. I wasn't. I didn't create
I,
any script or anything. Yeah. I just play with it.
I wasn't even there. I don't even touch anything technical. I just found, oh, coding is quite fun. Let's, give it a go. And then here we are.
Yep.
So it's not glamorous at all, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say.
So yeah, just to recap, right? I mean, how we got like this is like TLDW, like, and then too long didn't watch, right? So like basically I got through it through like Linux Live CD plus blogging, and then you got through it through Counter Strike, online gaming,
Yeah,
and
but
hacking the
not,
games. Yeah.
and also a naive interpretation on how to make a game, basically.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, yeah, making a game is yeah. But I think I sort of knew. But I didn't play games, so like making a game is very difficult for me because like, I don't know what a good. I cannot define what a good game is because like until some I mean like if you are not a if I don't even play game, how can I expect me to create a game?
Well,
Except
I
Beethoven,
had
like
the mind.
yeah.
I had the mindset of, I guess, let's coin it the common people. So when people look at the website, they might think that it's just a website, right? It shouldn't be too hard to create one. It might even be as easy as formatting a Word document or something like that, But in reality, that's not the case. So I think I had that impression with games, which is quite stupid of me.
But it's okay. You got into it in the end, like.
Oh, poof. I wouldn't say so.
Well, actually, I think we did create a game, right? Yeah, how long before Doom? But
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
it was a game. It was a game, like
yeah. It
like
was a game.
yeah,
I think.
whatever.
Yeah, we can link it in the video description, and you guys can check it out if you want. But
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. To our video today. Just subscribe to our channel, like, and turn on the notification so like you don't miss out on the episode or the new things that we upload. Okay, I think like it or not, like this is Kit and Lye signing up. Bye.
bye bye.
Bye bye.